Good morning, folks, and welcome back to Day to Night, Sunset to Sunrise, with your Scarlet Knight host, Jonathan Lee. And today we're going to talk about some things you folks can do right here at Rutgers. It's getting warmer out, there's going to be people out, and so here we're going to give you some activities that's available right here on campus. First, starting out with Prahalad. He's going to talk about some outdoor activities you could do, like going to Rutgers Farms and Rutgers Gardens.
Thanks, Jonathan. I'm standing here at Rutgers Gardens tucked away on Riders Lane in New Brunswick. And honestly, if you've never been here, you're missing out. We're talking 180 acres of display gardens, natural lands, and an actual working farm, all free and open to Rutgers students. Yeah, free. No meal swipes required. So why should you, a busy Rutgers student, surviving on dining hall food and late night Red Bulls, care about a garden? Well, here's something your professor probably won't put on the syllabus. Research published in the journal Environment and Behavior found that spending even 20 minutes in a natural setting significantly reduces cortisol levels. That's your stress hormone. So if finals are eating you alive, this place is basically a free therapy session. Rutgers Gardens has been a part of this university since 1927, and it serves as a living laboratory for students in agriculture, ecology, and environmental science. But it's open to everyone. Now here's what makes this place extra cool for students. Rutgers Gardens is home to the Rutgers Student Farm, a real working farm where students can actually get their hands dirty. And I mean that literally. Through programs connected to the School of Environmental and Biological Sciences, students can get involved in sustainable agriculture, learn where food actually comes from, and even pick up produce on their on-site farm stand. According to the Rutgers University's own agricultural extension program, New Jersey, despite being the most densely populated state in the country, is actually a major producer of blueberries, cranberries, and tomatoes. So yeah, Jersey Fresh is real, and Rutgers is at the center of it. All right, so I'm here with Marco, a farm student worker. And Marco, what's your favorite thing about Rutgers Farms, and why do you work here?
I would say my favorite thing probably is that I get to be interactive with nature and stuff, and I also get to be interactive with the community. They come, they ask me questions, help them out if I can, and it's honestly great for like undergrad stuff, if you're trying to get a research or anything like that if you're in SEBS. Yeah.
So what's the research you work on right now, currently? Where are we right now?
So this is Farm 1. We're at the research development for Dr. Monar. It's his hazelnut and dogwood tree program. And honestly, it's just something that has been around in the Rutgers community for about 20, 30 years, maybe more. Don't quote me on that. And yeah, it's really fun. This is hazelnut trees and dogwood trees production. And he has acres and acres of this land that people don't even know about. But trust me, it's all good and in good hands, and he does an amazing job.
That's great. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
All right, next up, folks, we have Rhayana. Rhayana's been at the golf course in the museum, and she's going to tell you folks a little bit about what's going on there. And some things that you could do for a good price.
Just steps away from College Ave, the Zimmerly Art Museum offers a completely different pace from the rest of the campus. Inside, the museum is home to more than 60,000 works of art, with collections ranging from European pieces to contemporary artwork. It gives students a chance to step away from their daily routine and experience something a little different. And one of the biggest advantages for Rutgers students is that it's completely free. You can stop by in between classes, walk through an exhibit, and leave with a totally different perspective, all without going far. There's even TJ's Cafe where you can grab a coffee or a quick bite, making it easy to spend a little more time here and really take it all in. The museum also brings in rotating exhibitions throughout the year. Right now they're featuring work by Alan Rohan Crate, and later on, Andy Warhol, giving students a chance to see pieces tied to one of the most influential artists in modern culture. In the middle of a busy college environment, the Zimmerly gives students a place to slow down, reflect, and connect with creativity.
Okay, I'm calling this. Look at that one.
Tries it in low again. Struck it beautifully.
Right here on Bush campus, The Rutgers golf course isn't just for the team. It's actually something regular students can use too. According to Golf Monthly, many people are deterred from golf because they believe it is expensive or hard to get into. But here, it's way more accessible than you'd expect. Rutgers students can come out, play around, or even just use the driving range, usually at a discounted student rate. And the convenience is a big part of it. You don't have to go off campus or join a private club. It's all right here, and you can get here easily by bus or even walking if you live nearby. For beginners, that makes a big difference. You can just show up, rent clubs, hit a few balls, and figure it out as you go without feeling like you need a ton of experience. So while Rutgers does have competitive golf teams, this course is really becoming a space for everyday students, whether they're trying something new or just looking for a different way to spend time outside.
What's up, folks? Finally, you're going to be learning about something you can do at night. Now, we have Jayden, who's going to be talking about basement shows and Rebel Mayhem. Here he is now.
Many people showed up to the room today in New Brunswick to witness some of their favorite local bands, Couscous Heaven, Sloth, and Toad. If not that, then they either came to support the fundraiser or simply have a good time in a space that makes them feel welcome. And so I'm here with Chris, the owner of, what's your venue called again?
The Room, New Brunswick.
So we're here at the Room, New Brunswick. We're at a fundraiser / basement show event for Palestine. We all know what's going on there, crazy. So, Chris is just here trying to build up funds to, help out those who are being affected by what's going on. So can you ask us, first of all, what made you start, your, I guess, ownership or, the whole basement show thing? When did you start that?
Two things. I've always been in bands since I was 18 years old, since I was a little baby. So I've been playing basement shows in New Brunswick for the majority of my music career. So this is one of the, probably in all of the U.S. that I've been to, one of the best areas for basement shows. It's a long history. The community is incredible. So I've always been connected to it that way. And then I moved into here knowing it was a basement venue that had already been owned by somebody else. He moved out, passed it down to me. So now I run it because I want to keep that spirit alive in New Brunswick.
Cool. So it's a whole legacy thing going on. Can you explain a bit more about the history, just real quick, about New Brunswick and the basement show scene?
In terms of basement shows?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure the basement shows go back to the 50s. We're talking early rock and roll as we know it. I'm fairly certain it goes that far back in New Brunswick. So there's always people putting on shows. And a lot of really famous artists have come through here. I mean, I know My Chemical Romance got their start here. Screaming Females have come through here. I'm pretty sure Misfits were a part of this, the scene. I don't know exactly if right here in New Brunswick, but nearby, there was a lot of these New Jersey punk bands that came through here, and there's just always been this long history of community playing music, and New Brunswick has always been known as that space, and that reputation is something that every venue that opens is supposed to be upholding. That there's a history of keeping each other safe, playing radical punk music, and expressing our art to one another, and doing things like this that help out communities, maybe not directly in New Jersey, but in the world, because that's part of what the mutual aid inherent in punk and DIY is all about.
According to an article on allpress.com written by Amy Rowe about the history of the New Brunswick basement scene, the New Brunswick scene is special because no one genre defines it. While there are primarily punk or hardcore acts, bands like Couscous Heaven, who have a more alternative sound with airy, ethereal vocals and chords, as well as the funky and soulful sounds of Sloth, fit right in on the bill with hard rock screaming bands like Toad, making for a perfectly balanced taste of the diverse musical styles New Brunswick has to offer. And this is just one venue. Yeah, there's a lot of history when it comes to, like you said, mutual aid, helping others out, kind of living under the radar so that you're not always relying on these big corporations to help you out, or the government to help you out, you know what I mean? You can rely on your neighbors, you can rely on your friends, you know what I mean? So it's amazing. And so to speak further to that, what made you want to, I guess, use this as a fundraiser for Gaza?
So I'm a member of the organizing group NJ Burn, New Jersey Build Up Resistance Now. just a brief informational about what they do. They go into the community directly. They speak predominantly to people that are affected by the imperialism of our state, by gentrification, by the police. So typically migrant workers, people that are unhoused, people that are low income and struggling to get by, those people that kind of fall in between the cracks. They speak to them directly and ask them what they're seeing in the community, and they bring that to our general meetings, and then we create praxis based off of what the community is seeing. And we actually have chapters all across New Jersey, not just New Brunswick, although I'm fairly certain it started in New Brunswick. We were part of stopping the data center that got that was proposed. Yes, it was NJ Byrne was a big aspect of that.
According to the New Brunswick Music Scene Archive for Rutgers Libraries, the New Brunswick scene has shaped many bands and music for the coming years, even starting out with big bands like My Chemical Romance. Hello, and I'm here with
Sahil. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And what are you doing right now?
So right now I'm manning the doors, go ahead and informing everyone about etiquette, handling venue fare, yada yada. Just making sure everyone knows how to be safe, have a good time.
And who are you here for?
So main one I'm here for is Couscous Heaven. They're really good, very angelic. I love their music, play it a lot in my car. But I'm also here for Sloth because I really mess with the medieval aesthetic, and I have a gauntlet. Not many opportunities to wear it. Good time to do.
Rutgers is also included in this too, with its radio show WRSU-FM playing and promoting artists, or the school hosting bands and venues on campus. So whether you're a first-timer in the area, a Rutgers student, someone who's looking to explore the area, or if you're interested in finding a community to call home, the New Brunswick Basement Scene welcomes you with open arms. Okay, who am I here with?
Hey, I'm Maya.
Okay, and this is your first time here at these basement shows?
Yes, it's my first time here. I've gone to a lot in U of I, but sometimes go to the hardcore shows over in Highland Park. First time at a Rutgers basement show.
Okay, cool. And as a first-timer, what's your experience like at this show right here?
Really awesome. I love the vibe. I love the purpose mainly. I think that's the main reason I finally got convinced to come to one is I love supporting Gaza, Fuck Ice, etc. So yeah, glad to be here with a good community.
Heck yeah. And how would you describe this community actually?
I think I'm not, since it's my first time, I'm not as involved yet, but I already I feel like everyone's really welcoming and everyone's been really nice and making sure I'm okay if I feel like I'm doing a little weird in the corner. It's just awesome. It's just really good, supportive, yeah.
Would you recommend other people to come to these shows as well?
Yeah, I feel like even if you're not, I'm alternative, and I would say so, but even if you're not alternative, I think the music is for everyone, right? So far, what it seems like is the crowd isn't going to judge anyone. You could be any type of person, you could be anyone who you want, and if you just like music, come for the music and stay for the people, and you're going to have a good time, I think.
It's fun. I enjoy it. This is my third show. I think it's fun. I'm going to keep doing this. Yeah.
I mean, everybody out here is amazing and beautiful and lovely, and
thank you.
You will never regret a conversation. So come out here and have some fun.
If you come to the shows, I might be there, and that's good enough a reason for anyone.
How would you encourage people to start coming to these basement shows in New Brunswick?
Literally just go. They're so much fun. Someone knows about them.
True. And last thing, how do you feel about these basement shows in New Brunswick?
I'm such a big fan. They're such a good time. Everyone's pretty chill, I feel. Definitely come out.
For info on where to find shows, visit www.coolshows.life. Hope to see you there.